So ito po mga absat, no? Nako, Sara, kabahan ka na. Attorney Luis Ro at ang kampo ng mga Duterte, nakakapot, durog na durog. Pwede na, pakinggan na natin si Attorney Mapsat. Huwag na natin patagalin to. Okay, Attorney Luis Ro, pasok.
Press con. Makakasama na natin via Zoom ang mismong chair ng Justice Committee dyan sa lower house at ngayon siya ang lead prosecutor ng trial, the Vice President Sara Duterte, ang chairperson nga ho ng Justice Committee. At kahapon may announcement na kung sino-sino ang first batch ng mga
First
private
batch pa lang
prosecutors. Kung Jervy, si Danny Buenafet, si Liza Aquino sa Balitapatan.
Good morning po.
Good morning, Danny and Liza, at good morning sa lahat ng mga followers and viewers ng Balita Patan.
Okay, maraming salamat Kong Jervil. At syempre, alam ko very busy kayo dahil nga kahapon napanood namin lahat yung press conference. Talagang itong mga iniharap ninyo talagang mga batikan mga sabi nga nila abogado de Campanilla, itong mga experts sa tax, banking laws, mga arbitration, commercial disputes. So ano ang tingin nyo? This is only the first batch. So ibig sabihin, meron tayong asa na second batch Kong Jervil?
Definitely, Danny, no? Baka hindi lang hanggang second yan. Baka may third batch
Ay, wow!
pa.
Okay.
Because as a matter of fact,
Nako po, Sara, ngayon pa lang magdasal-dasal ka na.
they keep on coming. And alam mo, Danny, more than the legal support, no? Na ine-extend nila sa amin in this impeachment trial. This is really very fulfilling in a way that it validates na tama ang nagiging posisyon ng House of Representatives. All of these lawyers are abogado de Campanilla, no? And they are doing this on a voluntary basis, no? Wala silang kikitain dito except for the fact na naniniwala sila sa ipinaglalaban ng House of Representatives, no? So indeed, this is a validation na tama ang ipinaglalaban ng House of Representatives, and that is why these prominent lawyers, these seasoned lawyers, on a voluntary basis, they keep on coming to become part of the prosecution team. Ang palaging sinasabi nila, Danny, para sa bayan ito, no? And I want to clarify yung sinabi kahapon ni Attorney Capuna na it's payback time. Ang ibig sabihin po niya ng payback time is panahon na para ito namang magagaling na abogadong ito ang magserbisyo sa bayan. That's what she meant, no?
Okay. So napaka-overwhelming nga nung kanyang sinabi rin, no? At lahat ho kasi ito mga prominent. Sinasabi ko nga sa partner ko, galing ng PECABAR, galing ng Lorna Kapunang Castillo Office, galing pa nga ng ACTRA yung iba dyan na ngayon ay ibang law firm na. Tapos yung grupo nga ng sa legal law, yung kay Amando Ligutan, kilalang kilala din yun. Pero for now, ano ho ba ang masasabi nyo na ibig sabihin, ang lumulutang ibig sabihin 25 witnesses. So nag-a-agree na kayo na itong 25 will be very crucial in terms of syempre ito live stream na magiging malaki ang magiging maitutulong nito sa takbo ng trial.
Definitely, Danny, no? Yung 25 mukhang yun na yung final namin. And kahapon bago kami naghiwa-hiwalay, we even browsed yung aming pre-trial brief na ifa-file namin ng Monday, and it seems to us na final na tayo doon sa more or less 25 witnesses which will be presented in support of the 4 articles of impeachment.
Representative, meron po kayo ngayon, di ba, dati na mga initial na diskarte po ninyo kung paano nyo po ito gagawin, itong laban po niyo sa impeachment trial. Ngayon po na may pumasok po tayo ngayon na dekalibre pong mga private prosecutors, may mga changes po ba tayong gagawin on how we're gonna present the pieces of evidence once trial proceeds?
Articles of impeachment, yung paano presentation.
Well, definitely, no? Consensus is always being reached between the public prosecutor and the House prosecutors, the public and the private. Although it is very clear, ang lead talaga ay ang House prosecutors
Mm-mm.
assisting ang mga private prosecutors. That's under the rules, no? But in recognition of their competence in trials, definitely we are deferring to them when it comes to legal strategy on how to present all the pieces of evidence for the prosecution. However, we cannot discuss in detail about this evidence, no,
Opo,
Danny and
opo.
Liza.
Mm-mm.
But definitely, we are confident that the legal strategies which the prosecution is using will definitely help us establish what needs to be established. Most especially these 4 articles of impeachment.
Kung Jervil, ito ba sa itong 25 witnesses, kabilang na ba dito si ano, kasi sinasabi niya posible mayroon pa siya mga ibang pasabog na gagawin at mayroon pang revelation. Si former Senator Trillanes, kasama siya dyan?
Ito naman nasabi ko na, no?
Oo.
He's part of the 25 witness which will be submitted through the pretrial brief, which will be filed this coming Monday.
Okay, and si Madriaga ho, is he being considered?
Aba, syempre.
Well, about Madriaga, there's still discussions, no?
Oo.
But initially, kasama din siya dito sa 25 witnesses.
Yun.
Okay. Ma'am, bago ko makalimutan ito very important lang. At gusto ko talaga liwanagin ninyo, no, ang pananaw ninyo kasi nakausap ko rin si Antonio Carpio, no, si Justice Antonio Carpio. Kahapon nakausap din namin dito sa Balitapatan si Attorney Roy, no, si Jude Roy. Syempre ho, siya ang dean ng pamantasan ng lungsod ng Maynila at nakausap ko rin na alam ko si Dean Mel Santamaria. They have this opinion that if ever a sitting senator daw who is facing, a charge of plunder and with no conviction yet, may be suspended and should not be allowed to participate. So, ibig sabihin yung threshold na 16 to convict might be reduced. Sabi niya, should be reduced. Parang feeling nila, it should be, hindi na kailangan 16. It could be 15. Well, we're talking about the case of Jingo Estrada. Do you share that view?
Yes, Danny. As a matter of fact, in addition to the laws which were shared by retired Justice Carpio. Kasi 'di ba, nasa plunder law na 'yan, nasa anti-graft and corrupt practices law na 'yan, na kapag may kaso, suspended din ang public official, 'di ba? In addition to that, let us remember, kaya tayo may mga senador is because they are representing the interest of the Filipino people.
Okay.
So ang question ko, kung nakakulong, hindi nakaka-attend ng trial, how can you say that he is representing the interest of the Filipino people? I think there's only one way on how you can represent the interest of the Filipino people as a senator. Mag-attend ka ng session, mag-attend ka ng trial, and that's how you represent the interest of the Filipino people, no?
Okay.
So for the purpose of determining the quorum,
Yung threshold
for the
na
purpose
16.
of determining the required number of vote, yung threshold na sinasabi for the purpose of conviction,
Yes.
which is 2/3
Yes.
of all the members of the Senate, no? How can you say that you were there representing the interest of the Filipino people kung nakakulong ka nga,
So
kung nasa ospital ka, kung nasa abroad ka, kung nagtatago ka? If there is no representation of the sovereign interest, dapat kino-consider yan in the determination of the quorum and the threshold. Which means that may basis to say na hindi dapat sila ibilang. No?
Okay.
But that is just my take, no? As a matter of fact,
Paktay ka
if
ngayon,
you will be
Gustay.
very literal
Ako,
on this
kundik yata
point,
to,
ang sabi sa Constitution, 2/3 of all the members of the
Yun na nga,
Senate.
yun ang nilalaban nila eh. So ibig sabihin, how can you dispute that kind of argument? Pero ibig sabihin, mismo si Attorney Roy kahapon binabanggit niya, if you are already detained, lalo na kung plunder pa, you are already considered PDL eh. Person na deprived of liberty. So ibig sabihin, you don't have that right anymore to be a part of the Senate. Tama ho ba? Yung ganung, di ba, observation?
Because the law says na suspended sila eh, kung may
Okay.
kaso sila, even prior to conviction.
Okay.
The plunder law and the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act already provide na kapag may kaso ang public official on this.
Sino ba may kaso ng plunder? Marcoleta, Jinggoy, Joel, tsaka si Cheese, 4 sila. Diyos ko po, Rudy.
laws, violation of plunder law, violation of Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act. Pag may kaso, suspended ang public official, no? Now, if you are suspended, ibig sabihin hindi ka member. Suspended ka eh.
PDL na
Then
nga.
how can you be
PDL.
counted?
Tama,
No?
PDL na nga.
PDL in
Ang
the sense na
categorized-
nakakulong ka. You are a
categorization.
detention prisoner. But I heard Justice Carpio even discussing about those who were able to post bail, no?
Oo.
Government officials na may kaso ng plunder or may kaso ng anti-graft, nakapag-post ng bail, grinan, so hindi siya detained. But you have to remember that the law provides suspended sila because of that case. So notwithstanding the fact na hindi ka PDL,
Oo.
sapagkat nasa labas ka, nakapagpiyansa ka, the fact remains that under the law, suspended ang public official. Now, if you are suspended, how can you say that you're a member of the Senate?
Okay, so for
And
now,
if you are not a member of the Senate, how can you be counted?
oo. Pero I'm sure yung kampo, no, the other camp would raise that up with the Supreme Court, no. Pero ibig sabihin, if we are going to follow that legal principle nga na yung threshold of 16 might be reduced, kung sakaling meron pa mga susunod na mga, let's say, alam na, lumulutang naman, may iba pang senador, may mga plunder charges, it could further reduce kung sakaling makategorize na rin silang PDL. Ganon, yung threshold lalong bababa na 14, 13.
Yung sa akin, Danny, opinion ko lang yon.
Okay,
And I'm happy to hear that it is consistent to the opinion of retired Justice Carpio, Attorney
Tsaka iba,
Jadroy, alam naman
Dean Mel
natin.
Santa Maria.
Dean Santa
yun din.
Maria.
Oo.
Alam mo namang napakahuhusay nitong mga taong ito, no? But in all honesty, I think it should be interpreted always in relation to the mandate that is given to the senators. The mandate ay upang ikatawan ang sambayan ng Pilipino dun sa Senado. Eh kung nakakulong ka, kung nasa abroad ka, kung nagtatago ka, how can you say that you're representing the Filipino people? On that
Wala
line
na.
alone,
Tapos ang maliligayang
they
araw.
should be, quote-unquote, disregarded for the purpose of determining the quorum and the threshold required for the purpose of conviction.
Representative, alam naman po natin ngayon na kahit po iilan lang mga senador, the impeachment trial is said to still push through po accordingly. Meron pong bagong anunsyo ang depensa si Vice President Sara Duterte na nagbabawas po sila ng kanilang mga abogado. Kayo po ngayon, may mga panibago kayo private prosecutors that will help you with your impeachment trial. Ano pong basa nyo dito sa ginagawa ngayon ng kabilang kampo na nagbabawas naman sila ng mga abogado po nila?
We cannot speak for them, no? Decision yan ng ating Vice Presidente. But then as far as the prosecution is concerned, we're happy, we're overwhelmed, we are fulfilled because the number of private lawyers, magagaling na private lawyers, keep on coming, keep on growing to help and support the cause of the House of Representatives in this impeachment trial.
For now ba, Kong Jervil, dahil hindi pa rin na-resolve, di ba? Ay, mayroon pa rin, syempre, nilalaban pa rin ni Senator Cayetano na siya ang Senate President. Kayo ba nangangamba na pwedeng mabago pa yung, or ma-derail pa itong July 6 na pagsisimula ng trial? Although June 18 nga, may pre-trial conference. Pero hanggat hindi na re-resolve, until siguro magpatawag na special session, nangangamba pa rin ho ba yung mga grupo ninyo, yung panel of prosecutors?
Alam mo, Danny, ang dami ng Supreme Court decisions which is similar to the doctrine in Avellino versus Cuenco, no? Na when the senators are outside the coercive means of the Senate, no, the quorum may be reduced into such number only which are attending or present during the sessions, no? So to your question, nangangamba ka ba kami na magbabago pa yung July 6? Hindi. As a matter of fact, we're positive na magtutuloy-tuloy na ito. Most especially, na-receive na namin yung first official notice, no? At ito'y permado ng presiding officer in the person of acting SP, Win Gatchalian. Anong nakalagay dito sa official notice na ito? This provides for the deadline of filing of our pre-trial brief, which we will be filing this coming Monday. This provides also for the first pre-trial conference on June 18. That is why we will be appearing before the impeachment court, before the clerk of court of the impeachment court on Thursday, no?
Mhm.
Bagaman wala pang notices for the trial, ito'y kasama sa pag-uusapan namin during the pre-trial conference. At nakalagay dun sa notice to determine the trial dates for this impeachment trial, no?
Okay.
And that is why we are very much positive.
Okay.
Naniniwala kami na may basis ang change of leadership, no? The leadership of acting SP Win Gatchalian has been recognized as well, both by the department, by the executive and the House of Representatives, no?
Mhm.
Siya na rin yung nire-recognize ng ibang government agencies, no? So I don't see any problem why the trial will not push through. We are positive, Danny. Tuloy-tuloy na ito.
Kung Jervil, syempre, di ba, nasusundan kasi rin natin yung ICC di ba? November 30 naman doon, no? Kay former President Duterte. Doon kasi maglalagay sila ng interpreter, no? Tagalog, Filipino, at saka isang Visayan. Marami rin yung nagsasuggest, dito ro sa trial din ni VP Sara, if ever, siguro this will be conducted in Taglish or para at least mas marami ang mas makaintindi, di ba? The way it will progress. At saka syempre, live stream to, yung mga ibang mga regions, maintindihan nila yung proseso ng trial at kung sino itong mga humaharap.
That is correct, Danny, no? This is a constitutional process. We are actually representing the sovereign Filipino people. That is why tama ka doon. Dapat naiintindihan ng bawat Pilipino lahat ng nangyayari dito sa impeachment trial. And we wish to formalize during the pre-trial conference na sana payagan or i-encourage both the defense and the prosecution na magsalita in Filipino, especially when kaya namang gawin in Filipino. Because we understand that there are portions of the manifestations and arguments which are hard to translate in Filipino, no? So we will be manifesting that during the pre-trial conference, no? Na payagan na magsalita ng Tagalog ang mga abogado dito sa impeachment trial. Ganon din, no? Tayo ay nagre-reach out sa lahat ng mga taga-media, both the mainstream and the social media, na sana po ito'y mai-translate natin ng maayos, accurate, into the dialect which will be understandable
sa lahat,
to our constituents countrymen from the different parts of the country, no? For example, yung mga Bicolano, paano ba ang salita ng mga Bicolano? Sana meron tayong mga people from the media na nagtra-translate niyan. Tapos yung mga Bisaya, kung paano ba itra-translate yan, no? Kasi alam ko Tagalog lang So, nakikiusap tayo. We're reaching out really to the mainstream and social media na mai-translate ito to as many number of dialects as possible to make sure that we are on the same page with the entire nation of the Philippines.
At saka, mas-simplify natin kung Jervil yung mga legal terms, yung mga stipulation, yung mga ganun. Ewan ko, minsan kasi kami, kahit non-lawyer, pinipilit namin maintindihan, ma-embrace yung legal insights ninyo Pero at least pag mas marami nakakaintindi, mas maintindihan nila yung issue di ba?
And that is why, Danny, we are so thankful din dito sa ating mga legal luminaries, no? Sapagkat mukhang overwhelming din in numbers ang mga legal luminaries that includes the Dean of the Colleges of Law na nagsasalita at nagpapaliwanag on the significance of this impeachment trial. No? Sana ipagpatuloy ng ating mga legal luminaries, Deans of the Colleges of Law, itong kanilang pagharap sa iba't ibang programa upang higit na maintindihan ng ating mga kababayan itong gaganapin na impeachment trial.
Nako, marami salamat to. Medyo marami na kayo na-share sa amin mga legal insights. Siguro the next time na makausap namin kayo, baka meron ng second batch. At syempre next week na pala yung presentation yung ihaharap nyo sa June 15. Tama Kong Jervil?
Yun pong June 15, that is deadline of filing of pre-trial brief. Hindi pa po kami a-appear doon. June 18, that's the first pre-trial conference. A-appear po kami, pero ito po ay before the clerk of court of the impeachment court, and he is Secretary Bantog of the Senate ng Gatchalian Block, no? At inaasahan po namin na dito sa pre-trial conference mafa-finalize po ang trial dates ng impeachment trial.
Okay. Maraming salamat Kong Jervil sa oras ninyo at sana hindi ito huli
Mm-mm.
Thank you, Danny. Anytime. Good morning, Liza. At maraming salamat po sa lahat ng mga sumusubaybay ng programa.
Maraming
Okay.
salamat po sa inyo.
Yan si Kong Jervil Luistro, lead prosecutor ng ito.
Grabe mga kabsat. Siguradong hindi magugustuhan ng kampo ni Sara yan. Biro mo, in-expect nila 16 na senators, no? Kung nagkataon yan, kung mawawala yung 4. Marcoleta, Jinggoy, Bato, Marcoleta, Cheese, Joel, 5. So ang bilang na lang 19. Ano ang 3/4 ng 19? Ay, Diyos ko po, Rudy. Ala ka ta, paktay ka ngayon. Pero syempre, hintayin natin na magiging final decision dyan. Kaya, nako, kabahan ka na, Lustay, kabahan ka na, no? Bilang na yung kan mo. Maliligayang araw mo. Diyos ko po. O siya, sa mga bagong pasok, again, huwag kalimutan mag-like and subscribe, mga kabsat, na baka naman. Like, and then, yes, happy Independence Day to everyone, mga kabsat, no? Araw ng Kalayaan po. Nagkaroon po ng program si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos kanina dyan sa Rizal Park at pumunta ng Quirino Granza. Yung live stream natin kanina umaga, yun. So again, happy Independence. Kung daw nagkakamali, 128 years anniversary ng ating kalayaan. Alright, so countdown tayo sa ating next topic. Here we go. Oh, nangyari. Ay, mali.